Now you enter Diamond Dynasty and you say to yourself, Team Affinity divisions, there are so many diamonds, I don't know where to start and I don't know how to rank them either, so I know which division is the best one to go after. Well, don't you worry, I did exactly that for you, and let's dive right into it. We're starting it off with the NL East. I went ahead and looked at the Henchman, Captain, and Charisma pack, and I said how many of these cards are valuable in each and every single division, and then I calculated how many total cards each division had that were valuable, and the NL East had the overwhelming majority at 15 cards. We start off with the Henchman pack, and I'm not going to go into every single card in detail. I just want to skim over them because of time constraints. So D Strange Gordon, 84 overall gold, great pinch runner and great contact hitter, most likely going to be your leadoff hitter if you do plan on using him inside the lineup. If not, then he is going to come off the bench as a pinch runner and low overall to keep the overall rating mod down. Next up is Tom Glavine, good arsenal, good hit per 9, and then the pitching clutch is acceptable. Dontrelle Willis has a little bit of a weird pitching motion, so that's going to help you out a little bit. The pitching arsenal is not ideal, but he does have 2 fastballs, and one of the fastballs moves with the cutter, so you might be able to go ahead and diverse your pitching ways with him. And then the 86 pitching clutch, he's going to be better with runners in scoring position. LYLT, 84 hit per 9, and then he has an 86 pitching clutch. I love his arsenal as well. We then go to Chase Utley, who has a very good swing inside the game, and he has great contact numbers. With runners in scoring position, it drops a little bit, but he's also a well-rounded, good defensive second baseman. Going on to the captain pack, we like Austin Riley. He's going to be a great hitter and has a good swing inside the game. The only thing that worries me is his reaction at third base. Sandy Alcantara, he has a good hit per 9. Pitching clutch is similar to all the other pitchers we have seen, and then he has outlier on that changeup, so you might be able to disguise it really well with his fastballs. Pete Alonso, most likely going to be a designated hitter for you, so he's not as valuable as the other cards here, but in terms of power, he definitely is. The 81 clutch helps him have better contact whenever there is a lefty and runners in scoring position. And then last but not least, JT Realmuto, you're not looking at him for his offensive attributes, you're looking at him for his defensive attributes. Arguably one of the best catchers in the game defensively to start off the game cycle. For the Charisma pack, it's pretty simple. Each and every single one of these diamonds can be useful for you. It just depends on what you need. The only bad side to most of these diamonds inside the Charisma pack, especially these first 2, is the reaction that they have. They have common reaction, and someone like Jorge Soler with common reaction and bad speed is a bad combination, especially when he gets a bad jump. Acuna with 90 speed can go ahead and help you out a little bit more. Jeff McNeil is a diamond animation second baseman in terms of fielding. He has great clutch, he's gonna have great contact, and 66 speed is something we will also take. Rhys Hoskins is just a great bat. If you need a righty first baseman, then he is someone that you could go with. He has the fielding to make the scoops. And then last but not least, Joey Meneses, who has a little bit less fielding than Rhys Hoskins, but the bat makes up for it. He's a monster. All of these cards are offensive monsters, but defensive liabilities, with the exception of McNeil and Rhys Hoskins. Before we continue, please make sure to hit that like button, or subscribe button, notification bell, so you don't miss another upload. Also, go inside the description and make sure you follow the Twitch. We stream each and every single day at 10 p.m. Eastern, most likely live while you're watching this right here. Join the Discord where we have our MLB The Show community. Select the MLB The Show role. We have our social medias that you can go ahead and follow to stay updated, and how to become a member of the channel if you want to support me that way. Let's continue. The second division that gave you the most bang for your buck was the NL West. Inside the Henchman pack, we have David Peralta, who has good clutch, and then he has good fielding and reaction with 63 speed that is acceptable in left field. We continue on, and then we go to Chris Taylor, utility hitter that has 81 clutch, helps him out against righties, and utility wise, he is going to have silver fielding and reaction at all positions you go ahead and place him at. Then we look at Tony Gwynn with 113 clutch versus lefties. With runners in scoring position, he's going to be amazing. The fielding is not ideal, but he does have 83 speed to help you balance things out a little bit. Same thing with Brandon Belt. A lot of first basemen, they're going to be very similar. They're going to be great hitters. Defensively, he's also decent. Obviously, you take Rhys Hoskins over him, but if you needed a lefty early on inside the game cycle, then he would be the guy you go with. JD Martinez is probably one of the best designated hitters, if not pinch hitters with runners in scoring position early on inside the game cycle that you can have because of the 109 clutch and then the power numbers that he has. You are most likely playing this card as a designated hitter, never as someone on the field. In terms of the captain pack, I like Zach Gallen, I like his arsenal, I also like his hit per 9 and pitch clutch. All of them are ideal. Daniel Bard is arguably the best reliever that you can get from a captain's choice pack. 123 hit per 9 with a 125 pitching clutch, and then the pitches that he has with outlier on the sinker, I mean, there's not much more you can ask for. Manny Machado with the clutch that he has, and then the fielding and reaction third base, he is someone else that is ideal to have. And then last but not least, Brandon Crawford. Silver reaction is a little bit disappointing, but it's something you can survive with, and he also has a good swing inside the game. Inside the NL West Charisma pack, Charlie Blackmon, I mean, he has a cannon in right field, he has great clutch, and he has a good swing inside the game. 65 fielding with common reaction is the only downside he has. Dustin May has a good hit per 9, pitching clutch is a 91, which is also very good, and then his pitches are all amazing. He has outlier on the sinker, which makes him a whole lot better. Juan Soto, I mean, look at the hidden attributes, and then you look at the silver fielding and then common reaction. It's perfectly fine when you got a bat like that inside the lineup that can also serve as a DH. And then the same thing for Jock Peterson. The 125 clutch is what really stands out to me, because with runners in scoring position, this card, similar to JD Martinez, is probably what you want to bring in when you're facing a righty. At third, we're gonna have the AL East. Looking at the henchman pack for the AL East, we have ourselves Diego Castillo as the first card we're looking at. 109 hit per 9 and then a 120 pitching clutch is amazing. Unfortunately, he does not have outlier. If he had outlier, he would be a 10 times better card than what he already is. We then go all the way over to the Diamonds at Mike Mussina, 80 hit per 9, 87 pitch clutch, but he has a good arsenal, so I am willing to go ahead and bypass that 80 hit per 9. We then look at Jim Rice, who has great contact numbers, great power numbers against lefties, and then the clutch helps him out a little bit versus righties. The fielding, 68, 69, you parallel to parallel 2, and it's silver fielding, not a bad card to go ahead and pick up either. And then Raul Ibanez, the reason why Raul Ibanez, despite the contact numbers not being so good, is important and looks very good is because of the 110 clutch. I mean, you put him in with runners in scoring position, and that's going to be a huge PCI, and with the power that he has, he can take it out against either. Looking at the captain pack, Chris Sale is going to be the first one that stands out to me. He has a good arsenal, he has a sneaky delivery, 84 hit per 9, 90 pitching clutch are both good. Unfortunately, he does not have any quirk for outlier. Aaron Judge, if you look at his reaction, I mean, for crying out loud, a common reaction is crazy for Aaron Judge, already paired with that fielding and speed. That's why he's not even to be mentioned here. Shane McClanahan is the second one that I go ahead and like from the captain choice pack, and it's because of his hit per 9 as well as his pitching clutch. The reason I'm looking over here is because here is where I have the list of the players I do like. And then last but not least is Alek Manoah, good pitch arsenal, and then he has a good hit per 9 and even better pitching clutch. What more could you ask for? The charisma pack, all 5 players are great players. You can't go wrong with any of them. You just go ahead and select whichever one is the one that you need the most to fill a gap inside your team. Coming in at number 4 is going to be the NL Central, and inside the NL Central, we're only looking at 2 cards inside the henchman pack, and that's going to be Sonny Gray because of his hit per 9 and pitching clutch as well as his arsenal, and then it's also going to be Jason Bay, but in particular we're looking at Jason Bay because of his clutch and then his power versus left. With runners in scoring position, he's going to be a problem. The NL Central does a whole lot better with their captain choice pack, as Ian Happ is a very good option, switch hitting left fielder that has a lot of secondary positions that could be very, very beneficial to you. And then we look at the NL Central, Joey Votto with the clutch is also going to be very beneficial to you, and a lefty bat to come off the bench if you need one. Corbin Burns, I mean, this is probably the best pick next to Ian Happ with the cutter sinker combination and then the off-speed pitches. The only downside to him is his pitching clutch is a lot less than his hit per 9, but it's similar to other pitches we have seen, so it's perfectly fine. And then last but not least, we got Andrew McCutchen. Andrew McCutchen with that 94 clutch helps him out against righties. 71 fielding, 65 reaction is not bad at all either. Looking at the charisma pack, I like Stroman, I like his hit per 9, I like his pitching clutch, and I like his arsenal as well. The splitter serves as a changeup for Stroman. Hunter Green, no bueno. Christian Yelich, bueno. And then you have Brian Hayes, also very good. Tommy Edman is probably one of the best cards to have with runners in scoring position, considering he's a switch hitter, and he has diamond fielding and diamond reaction at short with 89 speed. He is a deadly combo, but all three of these hitters are good. Once again, you would pick them based on whatever you need to fill the gap with in your team. The AL West is gonna come in 5th, and looking at the henchman pack, the players that really stand out for me is going to be McCullers Jr. That's gonna be the first one. Good hit per 9, good pitching clutch, and then he has a good arsenal as well. And then it's going to be Kyle Seager. Why Kyle Seager, excuse me, because of the clutch that he has. 77 fielding, 74 reaction is good enough for third base. With runners in scoring position, he's gonna go ahead and drive the ball. You also take 60 speed, but the guy you definitely want to pick up first is going to be Mike Napoli. I don't care about his defensive attributes as much, but you look at that 111 clutch and then you pair it up with 104 and 102 power. My God, this is the best budget catcher, and he's a core card. In terms of the captain choice pack, there are only two that really stand out to me. That's going to be Jose Altuve, good clutch. The arm strength is a little unfortunate, so that might be a problem. You should probably get a second baseman with a little bit better arm strength, but to start off with, he's not bad at all. And then it's going to be Shohei Ohtani. Why? Because he's a two-way player with a good pitching clutch and a good hit per 9 as well. In the charisma pack, they have Jeremy Pena, very similar to Tommy Edman in terms of fielding, diamond animation, but gold reaction, 99 speed although, and he has great clutch and great contact, great power against both sides. After that, we have Taylor Ward, similar situation, diamond reaction, 92 speed, great clutch, great contact. Power versus lefties is a little bit lacking, but it's good enough to go ahead and roll with. And then you have Eugenio Suarez, good clutch, good power, good enough defense for third base. And last but not least, Adolis Garcia, who has great clutch and then great defense for center field with good speed at a 74. Last but not least, we have the AL Central. I like this Lindor card because of his clutch in particular, and he has gold fielding and gold reaction for a rookie shortstop with 61 speed, or I should say gold shortstop with 61 speed. It is not bad at all. Then you look at Fulmer. Fulmer has a good arsenal, 75 hit per 9, 77 pitching clutch, are not ideal, but to get a goal to start off with at the rotation to put inside your 5th spot, let's say for conquest, that is not bad at all. Minnie Minoso, good contact hitter, has even better clutch, so with runners in scoring position, he's gonna go ahead and play a bit better. Good fielding at left field and good speed at left field. You can also place him at third base, so his utility goes a long way. And then last but not least, it's gonna be Greg Holland. He has 119 hit per 9, and then he has 125 pitching clutch. I mean, come on, for crying out loud, that is going to be a dirty reliever. In terms of their captain choice packs, I do not like neither. And you might say, what about Miguel Cabrera? Well, he's a designated hitter. Anybody can play designated hitter. At first or third base, he has common fielding and common reaction, and it's worse than what's displayed right there. In terms of the charisma pack, Eloy Jimenez is going to be probably one of, if not the best designated hitter you can get inside the game. If you want to play him in left field, feel free to do so, but that reaction is a little bit unfortunate with his speed. Then it's going to be Javier Baez, good clutch, good fielding at shortstop. And then last but not least for the AL Central is going to be Bobby Witt Jr. The clutch at 122 is amazing. The fielding at a 65 is a little down, and then the reaction at a 70 is cool, but 99 speed should help you out tremendously. If you did end up enjoying today's content, make sure you hit that like button or subscribe button, turn on the channel notifications, go inside the description. We have our Discord, we have our Twitch, we have ourselves the social media links, and then we also have how to become a member to the channel. We stream every single day at 10 p.m. Eastern. Discord, go in there, select the MLB role, and join the MLB The Show community. And then social media is how I keep you guys updated. Members, how to become a member of the channel and support me that way as well. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.